You guys, the hero Theseus is a dirtbag. A lot of uses. But the story is a classic and I can't introduce the Minotaur without actually giving you the story. One day there was a king of Athens. His name was Aegeus, but he had no children. He's like, oh my god, I don't have an heir, what am I gonna do? So he goes to the oracle at Delphi to get advice. I'm gonna read out what the oracle said because it's really weird. She says, do not loosen the bulging mouth of the wineskin until you have reached the height of Athens, lest you die of grief. What? Now, messages from oracles are often quite confusing and cryptic like this. At the time, Aegeus was staying with his friend Pythias, who was a king in the area. Aegeus couldn't make sense of the oracle's prophecy, but Pythias had a pretty good idea of what it meant. So I'm going to tell you what the solution he came up with was, but I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments, like, what part of that prophecy means that this is what should happen? And this is what Pythias tells Aegeus to do. He tells Aegeus to get drunk. I'm not understanding it. And then Pythias decides to give Aegeus his daughter Aithra in marriage, or actually just to sleep with him. Anyway, after Aithra and Aegeus do the deed, Aithra has a dream with Athena in it. And in the dream, Athena told Aithra to wade into the water close to shore and pour a libation to the god Poseidon. So while Aegeus is sleeping, Aithra goes and does just that. Somehow, this results in Aithra becoming pregnant, but with two fathers at once, but for only one child. That is like not how chromosomes work, but it's mythology. This means that she's carrying a child, and that one child's father is both Poseidon and Aegeus at the same time. Are you confused yet? Because I am. So Aithra's pregnant, but Aegeus decides to leave and go back to Athens. Before Aegeus leaves, however, he puts a pair of sandals and a sword under a big rock here. And he says to Aithra, when our son grows up, tell him to come here, pick up the rock, and claim his birthright sandals and sword. And now I'm leaving you to bring up our son alone, lol, bye. Let him come visit when he's like a big strong man. So Theseus grows up on mainland Greece in a city that is part of the region of Argolis or Argolida. Meanwhile, Aegeus goes back to Athens and he marries Medea right after she killed both her children and then flew away in a dragon wagon. Like and follow for the next part.